What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 6 of our NCAA 25 Road to Glory, featuring none other than Chance Bishop. Well, we are in the second half of our redshirt sophomore season. We sit at 3-5 coming into week 9 here. Chance is halfback 2. He's not really getting any actual playing time as a running back, which is super frustrating right here. You know, he's honestly a receiver at this point. He's a power back that, for some reason, is being treated more like a wide receiver, which is super frustrating when it comes down to it, because we're not getting enough skill points because we're not playing. And because we're not playing, we're not getting enough skill points, so we can't get enough skill points to then upgrade ourselves to play more, and it's just frustrating right here that we're halfback 2, you know, and last I guess, transfer portal area time, they bring in a new rookie, a new freshman who doesn't redshirt because he's a higher overall than us, because that's just apparently what they recruited. And I was really excited to play for Rutgers here, really was, but I mean, they're not even playing us correctly. Like right here, why is Chance, who is a power back, I get it, my guy's got some hands right here, look at that nice big catch and run. He understands where he's at on the field, he just catches it, goes down, just running these little seam routes right here, look at that. Comes back for it. First down. Okay, big fella. He's got it. Yeah, those are only highlights from this game because they just have us playing receiver. Yeah, 10-7 final score here. So big victory there for Chance. I mean, he got it done. Taking on Indiana now. I mean, they're 3-5. We're 4-5. We're 2-4 in conference. They're 1-4 in conference. So maybe we can do a little better against them. I don't know. We got 5 weeks to get our studies up. I mean, we should be there plenty of time. Leadership, we're killing it leadership-wise. XP, just kind of dump a lot into there, and then redump that into health just to make sure that we don't get any hurt. Now, last thing we want to do is get banged up, get a dumb injury because we didn't make sure our health was high. We do have 10 skill points now, so we can actually upgrade our power back attribute. So we have an 85 power back. Gonna up it to an 88. That moves us up 2 overall points, so we're a 73. We're now a 75 overall, but here we're taking on Indiana. Getting into this game, I guarantee we're not actually going to play running back at all. We're just going to play like a glorified receiver. We're more of a glorified tight end. We're like a blocking tight end that they're having try and catch the ball. That's more in line what Chance Bishop is, I feel like, because he's not really... it's not like he's an elusive back. He's not like he's a receiving back. Or even like a speedy back where it's like, okay, you put him in motion, you put him on a wheel, and he can get something done. No, he's like a blocking tight end out there, which is very strange to put it that way. That I'm comparing, you know, a guy who's supposed to have like the Marshawn Lynch build to be like a Brent Selleck. There you go, look at that. We had 1 catch and he put us in victory formation. There you go. That's what we're getting to right now in this. I mean, Rutgers just is not playing us. It's frustrating to say the least. Like, we're gonna go into our junior season next year, and you know, there's a player who they brought in this past off season, or this past recruitment season. I'm not sure. I keep calling it an off season. Not technically an off season. You know, they bring in a new guy, a new freshman, and who's a higher overall than us, just right off the rip, and you know, they were running back 2 before us, and then we finally got to be running back 2 because we beat them out in like a skills competition. But we're not really running back 2ing right now. We're just being like receiver 4 or 5 on the roster. So I don't know. I'm not sure really where Chance sits with his frustration levels towards Rutgers. You know, I think a lot of things were promised to Chance when he came into Rutgers, that you're going to sit your first 2 seasons, and by the time your junior year comes around, you're going to be the guy, and then that's not really the course of action that's kind of taken, where, you know, Chance, you know, he sits out his freshman season, you know, his redshirt freshman season. Last season, he he gets a little bit of playing time, some injuries out there, and then this season he's supposed to be the glorified number 2. They're supposed to be the backup, and he's getting 2-3 plays a game. He's getting a reception a game, and he's just getting a bunch of blocking plays, and he's not really getting onto the field at all. And I don't really blame him if he's getting frustrated out there, because honestly, I would too. You come to a college program and you expect to, play college football, and you're just getting out here and you're not even competing. It's not like you're on a good team. If you're on a good team with premier talent, that's one thing. But you're staying on a 5-6, Scarlet Knights team right now, which isn't probably where, this isn't one where Rutgers was 2 seasons ago. Last season, Rutgers had a winning record. The previous season, Rutgers had a winning record, made it to a bowl game as well. I think the last 2 seasons they made it to a bowl game. This season, Chance is just, he's the backup for just a bad team altogether. But there you go. We're prepared for our test, at least with a 4.0 GPA. I mean, we're gonna be a 5-year college student. I'm already saying this now. We had our redshirt season, then we had 4 seasons, so we're in season 3 technically of Chance being in college. So I mean, he's gonna have 2 more seasons here in college altogether, where hopefully he can at least get on the field at some point. But we're definitely shooting for the next season to be the last season we're actually doing schoolwork. We have to worry about schooling right there, and then our senior season, our redshirt senior season, we're just worrying straight about doing football, making sure we get enough skill points to upgrade us as quickly as possible and just be an absolute unit out there, hopefully. But the rate we're going, probably not. But here we go. We are getting ready for our next game to be the backup running back here. We're home too, so we're out, out on the field right now. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights, the Rutgers faithful, they're out here. Take on Michigan State. No hardball this time, so no cheating should be taking place, hopefully. You never know, though. You never know with these college coaches and what they're doing. They're always doing some sneaky stuff. But 21-3, end of the 3rd quarter, and that's it. We didn't play at all. Not one snap did we get in this game, which is wild. Not fun right now. Not having a good time here in North Jersey. But hey, we got a group business management project due this week. That's a good chunk of our overall grade. I mean, I understand, some people's prerogative to play this game and to be like, yeah, we're not gonna worry about, doing the school stuff, stay academically eligible, that's all we gotta do is stay as academically eligible as possible, and you just go from there. But I don't know. Maybe I'm playing the game wrong by dumping skill points into schooling and making sure we're studied and our projects are done and we have that 4.0 GPA. We're like Richard Sherman out here. We just have a perfect GPA. We're killing it. There you go. We got 2 skill points after upgrading ourselves. So hopefully next season we should be able to upgrade ourselves again to hopefully like an 80 overall power back. I don't know. But weekly agendas. I mean, we're just kind of in the bye weeks right now, going into the bowl games. And there you go. Midterms are done with a 4.0 GPA. So we're just going to just dump as much as possible here into XP. There you go. We got 3. Toss that back into health right there. So just kind of recover a little bit. Don't want to get hurt at all. 3rd straight bye week in a row here. I don't think we're making any bowl games at 5-7. It's week 16, 2026. So I'm not too keen on us actually having a postseason here. There you go. We have 4 skill points to work with right now. I'm just going to do the little rinse and repeat right now of just making sure that our health is high and we have, enough health and skill points. Barry Wayne wins the Heisman Trophy here in 2026. 3,500 yards, 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions for Mr. Wayne. But that's going to kind of take us to a point right here where we weren't here last offseason. Chance, he's done here at Rutgers. He's been pushed just one too many times. In next episode.